This week, we're back with our All Arts and Culture segment, continuing our coverage of the 29th Busan International Film Festival. Today, our culture correspondent Song Yoo-jin introduces some groundbreaking films and emerging directors who are bringing fresh perspectives to screen at this year's edition.
When the Busan International Film Festival began 28 years ago, its goal was to become the top film festival in Asia and introduce Korean cinema to the world. But as the festival grew, so did its vision. Today, BIFF is a hub for Asian films to connect with global audiences, bringing unknown talents like Korean-American director Soo Kim into the spotlight. Kim, a former television commercial producer, made her directorial debut in 2020 with a documentary that earned her a Peabody Award nomination. Her film, The Last of the Sea Woman, showcased at this year's BIFF, tells the story of South Korea's female divers, the Haenyeo, a community Kim has admired since childhood.
They were so bold and so confident and so fearless, and I just really fell in love with this kind of different version of Korean womanhood that I had seen in them. All the women I could see that were in the ocean looked like harmonies. And she said, that's when she said, this is probably it. I think we're the last generation of the Haenyeo. That's the moment I decided someone has to document this culture before it's too late. So
Kim's film shows the daily lives of these divers who continue to work well into their 60s, 70s, and even 80s, diving into the sea to harvest seafood and maintaining a tradition they take immense pride in. As she spent more time with them, Kim realized that the biggest threat to their culture wasn't time.
When I started to learn more about how the environmental crisis has really been affecting their day-to-day work, how it's absolutely disrupting the ecosystem of the ocean, how the marine life is dying, and how it's really becoming one of the major threats to the continuation of their culture. So I wanted to show that.
Pollution has wiped out everything, the conches, the shellfish. There's nothing left to catch, and we can't make a living anymore.
Another director whose dream came true at this year's BIFF is Yuta카ma스시게, best known for starring in the hit Japanese drama Solitary Gourmet. The film adaptation of the same show, which made its world premiere at this year's BIFF, marks his first appearance as a filmmaker.
I always had a passion for cinema because I wanted to make movies. Becoming a director was harder than I imagined, but incredibly rewarding. In the drama series, I just showed up and filmed at pre-selected restaurants. This time, I had to handle everything, from planning to scripting.
The film follows Koro, the main character, on a culinary journey from Paris to Korea, offering audiences the same simple pleasure that made the drama series a hit across East Asia.
The series is more like a documentary, showing a man simply enjoying a meal on an empty stomach. I think that's what made it appealing, especially for viewers tired of typical drama formulas. If this series can serve as a bridge between Japan and Korea, I'd be happy to dedicate myself to it.
With films like these introducing fresh perspectives and untold stories, the Busan International Film Festival welcomes you to experience the diverse voices of Asian cinema right up until October 11th. Song Yoo-jin, 아리랑뉴스, 부산.